Hi everyone, welcome to my ECCu project. My name is Pam, and these are some of the things I identify as: football fan, mom of six, quilter, teacher to be. That's part of my identity. This crew is the mom of six and the wife, and there's a couple in-laws in there. They're my pride and joy, and that's the first thing you will always find out about me. If I'm asked further, I will identify, as Canadian from Saskatchewan, British, Irish, German. If I'm asked to um, about my heritage, identify mostly with my British heritage because of this lady here. She's my grandma, and she was a war bride. She met my grandpa on a blind date, and she came to Canada after seeing him 10 times. She married him, and he got shipped off to Sicily during World War II. He came home and he sent for her, and she came over after the war. To me, she's one of the bravest people I know. So, but that British heritage throughout this class, it kind of finally hit me that, oh, wow, you know, I am descendant of the original colonizers, the very people who created the treaties, who created a lot of the issues that we still are experiencing, like land issues, health issues, education issues for the Indigenous people of Canada. And so it's like, oh wow, and so part of that is like part of my Miscaswin process is sorting that out. How do you be proud of that heritage, but also deal with that? And I take that into, I would never identify as these, I'm not even there yet, but white settler, descendant, colonizer, treaty person, racist. When I found out I was, we're all racist from ECS 110, and it was more than being a nice person. It was your thoughts and your actions that, also made you racist. That was just earth shattering for me. I never would consider myself racist. But I have realized, and in the interest of speaking Tapwaywen, the truth, I realized that, yeah, I was a nice person, but my actions and my thoughts weren't so maybe nice. If I saw an Indigenous man in the store, I would get really kind of nervous and cautious, and or if I saw them walking along the street or whatever, I'd make sure my van doors were locked or whatever. And when I realized that was racist, it was just like mind blowing. And I can honestly say, in the 18 months since I took ECS 110, I don't get nervous anymore. I don't lock my van doors because of who's walking down the street, and I just share this in the interest of, speaking the truth. My Canadian identity is also very important to me. I bought this to make a quilt to celebrate the Canadian 150th anniversary, but that's also caused me a few bits of grief, through this class. And it's, the word genocide just really messes with me. And I'm really, when I think of genocide, I think of Rwanda or Nazi Germany, and I find it very difficult to believe that anybody in Canada, because I buy into the whole idea of Canadians being a nice person. Genocide means we're not nice, and I'm really struggling with that as part of my Miscaswin. Finally, I chose to represent this visually as a quilt block with puzzle pieces, because I find that if you take a quilt or a puzzle, you take bits and pieces and you put them all together to create something beautiful. And I hope that I can take all the bits and pieces of my learning to create a beautiful teacher. Thank you.